I like to travel. I like to travel all over the world. But did you know the card that I will use to travel is the American Express? The CEO of the American Express is Kenneth Chenault. And here is a clip about it.
I would say the best career advice I got was from my father, who said, don't get confused about who you are with the title or job that you hold. And the message there is very clear, that your career, your job is very important, but who you are as a person, your values and beliefs are most important. Some people allow their identity to be 100% defined by the title and job that they hold. That is a mistake. I think what's very important about all of those experiences and the lessons I learned as a leader was, one, what was most important was in fact to have integrity. That is the foundation of leadership. It is very hard to motivate people if they don't trust you. And for me, integrity is the consistency of words and actions.
Then he asked me a very serious question that I hadn't even thought about myself, because I reported into the president, who then reported into the CEO of Yum Brands, David Novak. And he said, what does Novak think of you? I said, I don't know. He said, what do you mean you don't know? Now I'm really getting angry, because I'm like, look, I called up to celebrate, and this guy is just like hammering me. He's just relentless. And I said, well, Barry, honestly, I don't know what David Novak thinks of me. And he said, brother, you need to know, because he will determine whether or not you get promoted. And that's true. Your boss's boss will always have an influence over your career trajectory. So I had the courage to pick up the phone and ask David Novak to be my mentor. Now remember, this is the CEO of a Fortune 200 company. And you know what he said to me? He said yes. He stunned me. And he said, well, how do you want to work this relationship? And I said, well, what do you think is best? He says, okay, I want you to call me once a quarter. So I did. And in 2002, David called me to become the president of Long John Silver's and A&W. So I'm thankful to Barry for challenging me to not let me rest on my laurels, get happy with where I am, and to really just be that person that maybe I didn't want to hear about. But guess what? So even though I was president at age 44, I realized that I had not reached high enough. Remember when I wrote my application, all I saw at the time were presidents. There were no African-American CEOs when I was coming out of business school. So I didn't even think about, is it possible? I'm like, oh boy, if I could get to the president level, boy, wouldn't that be special? So then I thought, is this it? So then I set forth a plan to become the CEO and serve on the board of a Fortune 500 company. And all along the way, I was building relationships with colleagues in my business and outside. And I was always keeping relationships with my group of mentors for encouragement, inspiration, and that gut check that you need when you're not sure.
Can I get a Big Mac, a quarter half pound, and a Diet Coke to wash that all down? Did you know the CEO of McDonald's is Don Thompson? Check out this clip.
May I have a grilled ranch snack wrap, please?
It was a day like any other at this McDonald's near Oak Brook, Illinois recently. Until that is,
Hello, hello.
Ronald McDonald's boss got hungry.
How you all doing?
That's McDonald's CEO Don Thompson, the man in charge of the biggest restaurant chain in the world. If you think having the big cheese on site might make employees a little nervous, well, you're right. Except that Thompson is disarmingly down to earth.
I'm in today, man. It'll be you and I, rest of the shift, me and you.
So can you still do every one of those positions? Can you still go cook fries? You can still cook a burger?
I can still cook fries. I can still cook burgers. I offer quite a bit. Most of the time they'll tell me, get out of the kitchen, Don. Go back out there and do what you do. The preparation table as we see it.
In the kitchen, Thompson is as happy as a Happy Meal. And he seems just as blissful back at headquarters. He actually whistles while he works.
Hello, Miss Pam.
His meetings
Mr. Easterbrook.
often begin with man-hugs. We even found him humming to himself at his desk. It's tempting to think he doesn't have a care in the world, but you'd be wrong.
We have 35,000 restaurants. We're a big target. If you attack McDonald's, you'll get press. And so, just about any and everyone will attack McDonald's for something.
Do you think expectations were any higher for you when you took this job?
The fact that I'm African American probably calls it out more. If the bar is a little bit higher in some regards, it's always been a little bit higher. It's not a new thing for me to be an African American. It's new to be an African American CEO.
I grew up in New York City in the housing projects on Delancey Street. I think a lot of people actually think about the physical place and transpose that physical place to the people and say, well, this is a crime-ridden, disorderly, disorganized place, and so these people must be that. Not at all. Not at all. We had a regular, pretty standard family, orders, rules, you had to do schoolwork, you had chores, regular stuff like that. We just happened to have not as much economic means as others, but most of the people who we knew were just trying hard to make a better life.
We were poor, for sure, but we didn't know it. We, as the 3 kids, we just didn't have a clue how much trouble my mother was having raising us 3, which I thought was the miracle of this amazing woman. She gave us courage, she gave us will and love. I can still hear her telling me the circumstances don't define anyone. She used to say to me all the time, where you are is not who you are. Where you are is not who you are. If you're in a bad place, it's only temporary and it shouldn't change the core value of what you can bring to the world. Mom couldn't do a whole lot about our circumstances. She tried hard to change those. But she sure did shape my character and the character of my brother and my sister, and gave us an immeasurable gift, the gift of value and values.
Did you know that there was a Delphi plant right here in Dayton? Many parts of GM cars were built right here. Hi, my name is Imani, and did you know that the CEO of Delphi is Rodney O'Neal?
Ladies and gentlemen, our 2015 Industry Leader of the Year, Rodney O'Neal. Congratulations, Rodney.
I retired in March, and to be up in front of you this evening to receive this award is so special and such a great way to end my journey in this great business and as I begin my new. This award was very humbling to me, but I would not be in front of you this evening without the help of others. My brother's here tonight and he can relate to what I'm going to say. Our father, he had a lot of sayings. I'll just share one with you tonight, is that he would tell me, Rod, you have to do it yourself, but you can't do it alone. And there's nothing that's been said that's more truer than that. The success of Delphi, I played a role in it, but I was not alone. And together as a team, we rose up and met the challenges and did some phenomenal things.
To move and be moved is what drives us. To Rev Motors, imaginations in everyday lives. From innovations that entertain and keep us safe, to powertrain systems that inspire the scenic route. Our robust product and service solutions are paving the way towards new standards of excellence. For better mileage and longer trips. For greener savings and a healthier planet. Fueled by determination, collaboration, and technological grace.
Hello, my name is Ayana, and I don't know about you, but I love shopping at Sam's Club. But did you know the CEO of Sam's Club is Rosalind Brewer? Check out this next clip.
Fiscal year 2015 was a very good year for Sam's Club. We saw quarter-over-quarter progression, and by the fourth quarter it was our best quarter of the year. We made really great strides on our 531 MasterCard program, great strides on our merchandise transformation, and the beginnings of a really strong digital and physical component to our club offering. There are a couple of initiatives that really make Sam strong for the future. It starts with our merchandise offering. When I think about the future of Sam's, I think about how important it is for our members to have a destination where you can access healthy for you at a value. Secondly, it's really important that we have an opportunity for our members to access Sam's anywhere, anytime. So our growth online and in club will differentiate us in the future. We're making several changes to further enhance the members' experience inside the club. It starts first with our associates. At Sam's Club, we took the starting wages for both our full-time and our part-time associate to $9.50 an hour. The second initiative is around our merchandise transformation. This includes strong brands, fresh produce, but most importantly, a transformation around newness more often. Our members love the excitement that we offer in the club. Lastly, I'd like to mention the work that we're doing around the digital and physical component of the club and what that means to our future member base. Very important to them because we're able to personalize our messaging to them every day, and they can access our brands anytime, anywhere. Our app was upgraded several times this year, and we saw a lot of growth in terms of how they access our merchandise online, not just from desktop, but growth from our mobile applications. So as we invest in the digital component, our physical component is still very important to us. We're still opening new clubs at a very rapid rate, and it's exciting to see the new geographies that we're able to go into with our Sam's buildings. It's important that we meet the member wherever they want to shop with us, online or in the club. So new clubs will still be important to our model. The rare air of being an African American female in this role, it is rare, hopefully not for long it will be this way. I will tell you that the advantage I take of it is an opportunity to teach and train. And I, very long time ago, learned how to bring my whole self to work. Someone talked about that earlier today. So I get a chance to just let people know, white males, diverse males, you know, what is it like in my shoes. And so I'm pretty much who I am at work, at home, in the community. I'm usually that person 100% of the time. And I think that helps for people to see that who African American women are. They're not angry women. We're not still mad about what happened years ago. I'm just here to tell you. We're over it. We understand it. And we're over that now. We're not angry about much. We just want to be treated fairly and like everyone else. And so I'm constantly on a mission to dispel the myths about the African American woman. And so it may be rare, but I think it's doable, and would love to see more women in my role.